Hello everybody, welcome to our new show with the Berlin-based artist JOACHIM GROMMEK. This show combines a series of new works in this space and other works in the other spaces. The decision to have only one small piece on this large wall in the gallery was of course by intention, because we all think that also a small-sized painting can play with an entire big wall. So in Joachim's work, everything is about trompe-l'œil. So what you see is never what you think what it is. It is always something else. And even if you are a collector of Joachim's for, let's say, many years, you still tend to think, no, he used stripes and it's not painted. But everything you see here is painted. So if you think that there is a transparent adhesive tape atop, or let's say around the painting, it's not adhesive tape. It's painted adhesive tape. And the series in this space consists of this painting and two other ones on the other wall. They kind of show what we know as a test picture from the TV screen, which isn't broadcasted anymore nowadays, but many people do know these. But of course, it does not look correct. It's broken, it's incorrect. And these things are the ones which Joachim is very, very interested in. Opposite the piece we have just been looking at are two more pieces of this same new work group, which is entitled CMYK. And of course this refers to the test picture we see, or part of which we see. I'd like to explain a bit more about the process of making or producing these pieces by Joachim. In the beginning there is a chipboard which gets primed with white color, and on the sides of the chipboard you see also rests of this primer. Then the different types and layers of color are added, and they even build up three-dimensional, so that you would think that you are looking at a stripe or a tape or self-adhesive tape. So even people who know very well what they are looking at still tend to think from time to time that now Joachim would have used tape for the works, but it is never involved ever. Now we find ourselves in our second space, the office space you already know from previous tours, and I have positioned myself in front of two brand new paintings by Joachim, which both refer to Piet Mondrian, one of the heroes of abstract art in our art world. What Joachim tried to do is to produce the illusion of a blueprint of an original Mondrian painting. So if you know something about the now not anymore used copy technique of blueprinting, you know it's only the content you can copy, but not the colors. So what you see is kind of a blueprint which is attached with the help of these stripes to the chipboard, which Joachim uses all the time. With this subject, Piet Mondrian, Joachim works again and again over the years. And so he was also invited to be part of a show which refers to Mondrian, which currently runs in the museum in Ludwigshafen and ends, funny enough, the same day than our show does. The blueprinting also includes the signature by Piet Mondrian, which is always on the bottom side of his paintings. So you find it here at the very end, the initials PM and the year the painting is produced. Across from the Mondrian pieces you have just seen on the other wall behind my desk, where I'm standing in front of, there is one of two pieces of another new work group, which is called Copy-Remix. And what Joachim does here is that he refers in this painting to an older painting of his, which is like 14 years older than the one you see here, which was created with the idea of the stripes you have seen in the other paintings as three-dimensional pieces within the painting. But here in the copy remix piece, it's the same design, but it's completely flat. And there is only a translucent self-adhesive tip which is painted around, but the rest is completely flat. And unlike the piece, the original piece, the colors have changed. Now we are looking at another new piece by Joachim, which is one work in 6 parts. The internal called lipstick painting, and you see the different colors you would feel reminded of, showing the different colors and of course the black part where the lipstick is protected by. And again, it's the same technique you have seen in the other works. So there are also self-adhesive tapes, but the shape of the individual piece is of course closer to the original lipstick you would know about. On the other wall in this space, we find the first piece of a larger group of works we are going to see in our last space. This is what Joachim called one of his friends. And this is also entitling our show, which is called Friends and Others. And we have seen all the others, and now we finish with the friends, and we'll move to the last space in the show where we'll show you the other ones. Now I'm going to show you our friends in the last space of our gallery, and I feel myself surrounded by my friends. This is a new size of works for Joachim Grommeck, and all of these have the same size. They all have kind of the same compositional idea, but of course the individual painting of these is different. So you have ones which are only showing like 2 colors. You have other ones like here where more colors are involved. These are assembled as a pair, whereas they are sold individually. But of course it would be very nice to have a pair of these to see how different the output can be with the same type of composition in one painting. This is the end of our tour. We are going to show Joachim Grommeck's show Friends and Others until January 20th in the next year, 2024. And only in a few days, on November 25, there is the Charlotten Walk on a Saturday here in Berlin. So if you happen to be here, please come by. We would be happy to welcome you in the gallery. Thank you so much.